Thank you. My wife and I will never have to buy socks again. Fellow Toastmasters and guests. It happened one night while my wife was away. I did the laundry and I washed all of our socks together with fabric softener. Well, the next day, I heard my wife scream. I ran into the laundry room to see what had happened. She had found this poor guy. He was dangling from a gallows behind the dryer, and he was clinging to life. This was not an innocuous tangling of a sock and a thread. We suspected sockicide. And we had to report it. So we went to a sock cop. And he identified him. His name, Socko. And he was an athlete. In college, he played soccer at Sacramento State. But as you can see, he was 1/6 sock. He had a busted soccerilli. But what drove him to do this? Well, the sock cop wanted to rule out a homicidal pair of underwear. So we rummaged through the drawers and interviewed this guy. He looked dirty. He was clean. And then the sock cop noticed this. It used to say Puma. Now it just says P.U. He told me this was no sockicide, but rather an attempted escape, probably from the smell of my feet. I told him that was crazy. I wore odor eaters. He said it must be something else then. But what? Well, a week later, my wife noticed that one of her socks was missing. Now, there was no evidence of foul play or foul odor, but I had to make sure. I thought to myself, who best to find a missing sock than a gumshoe? He was a well-heeled soul. Some of his clients included Dr. Scholl and Ginny Chu. Our first meeting with him was at a Japanese restaurant. My wife and I had the sockeyed salmon. He just had sake. He told us all about his life. He was originally from Woonsocket, Rhode Island, a die-in-the-wool Red Sox fan. And he was a hard worker. He was no loafer. After an hour, we knew it would be a good fit, so we hired him. And his first question to us, what did you use recently for fabric softener when you washed the socks? I told him the last time I washed them, I used the stuff in the green bottle on the shelf above the dryer. My wife said, that's Miracle-Gro. The gumshoe said, we might be hosed. But he had a theory on the whereabouts of the missing sock. So we brought him to the house. He suspected that this guy played a supporting role. Supporting role. He knew the sock. Her name, Bobby. But the last time he saw her was 1 week ago in a pile of laundry on the kitchen floor. Well, the gumshoe told us to look in the refrigerator. And that, my friends, is where we found her. Right next to the pickles and ice cream. See, that one night in the spin cycle, the Miracle-Gro, Socko got himself a little booty. That was his name. And as you can see, He has the best of his mother and his father. Now, when my wife and I want to replenish our supply, we use Miracle. And in 30 minutes, we have hot, steamy socks.